My name's Amy Keller. In July, it'll be 15 years that I've been here at the barbershop, and I am a single parent and the sole provider for my household. The name of my business is Kellers Barbershop. This has been a very difficult time for me, probably one of the most difficult things I've ever been through, to have absolutely no control over my life right now. I have no income coming in the entire 6 months. It is not true that utilities and credit cards and mortgages are going to work with you if you can't pay, because I haven't found any yet to work with me. In fact, my medical insurance is going to be terminated July 1st if all 3 months are not paid by July 1st. So yeah, emotionally, it has been very challenging, and I'm very concerned about both of my businesses. I also have an Airbnb that I fear may be even more difficult to save than the barbershop will be. I find it extremely frustrating to know that, I shut down the first week during the voluntary shutdown. Because of my job, I understand that I am very close, and it was a really tough decision to make, but at the end of the day, I decided that people's lives were more important than a week or two of income. So I shut down thinking it would be 2 weeks until the curve was flattened, and then we'd be able to go back to work. I had no idea that it would end up being this long. And it is infuriating that some of the nursing staff is actually being laid off because they have no work for them to do. It's never hit here as hard as they expected. I am the only barbershop in this town, and I think if I was not able to make it through this financially and reopen again, everyone here in Strasburg would need to go elsewhere for haircuts. And I think for the small businesses in the borough here, this is really hard to recoup from, because they're not being offered the help and the support that many of the big businesses are. And it would be really sad to see these little shops here at the square be closed down permanently because they couldn't make it. When I reached out to Governor Wolf's office about some of my concerns with when is, unemployment going to be available for self-employed, and he's actually unreachable. If you call his number, it transfers you to the health department, and the health department said they're taking the phone calls for his office right now, and they could not answer any of the questions that I had because they're the health department. So he is literally unreachable right now. Why is it that some of them, the exact same business that does the exact same thing, like a roofer, one roofing company was approved and one was not? My one customer was telling me that he actually lost 3 contracts because those customers were able to get the job done by another company that their waiver was approved, but his was denied, so he couldn't do it. That should be illegal. That is criminal. Like, how dare you shut down some and not others? Like, that's just so wrong. So my message to my state representatives is to please get the emergency declaration removed so that businesses like myself will be able to get back to work and support our families.